open this diaphragm here.
Yeah.
And then once there's enough pressure, it'll enough back pressure, it lets it come out.
Okay.
So you can either lock them open,
yeah,
or lock them closed. So if you're changing a nozzle or something like that, and you don't want it to spray on you if someone accidentally hits the thing, it's good to shut them when you do it.
Yeah. And then is that just to recirculate, so it comes through here and goes back out?
Yeah.
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 Depending on what size nozzle you have to get your pressure.
Yep, so when it's closed, it's recirculating. When it's open, it recirculates, but lets most of it out here.
Yeah.
Now, the app told us to use 40.
Okay, yeah.
Roughly 40 litres a minute.
Oh, is that that's what the numbers are?
Yeah.
Litres a minute?
Kind of, close to it.
Yep.
There's quite a bit of variables in that with like different slurries.
Yeah, okay, yep.
The weight of products and stuff like that. Just the pressure they're running at.
So then when it's set, so it's spraying backwards?
Yeah. Yeah. And so when you set them, line up the flat face to be just behind the nozzle on the other side.
Oh, yeah.
Then we want about a 500ml overlap of spray.
Okay.
Because they taper off at the edge to get a even spray.
Yep.
Bubbles up on the edges.
Yep.
So once we turn it on and spray a little, we can check where the spray pin is and just adjust it. By doing, but to change the overlap, you just twist it out a little bit more.
Yep.
There we go, pull it up to 2.9.
What was it when we started?
2.4 basically, so 2.9 we're on.
Agitating away and mixing 400 kilos of sulfate of ammonia in there. We'll get this out of the way. It's just early on in the season, so we're not, and things are quite cold I suppose, so we're not doing a lot of fertilizer. We are just putting a wee bit on, so little and often. We're going to see how this goes. G'day, welcome to the channel. So today we've got Tow and Fert here. We got a multi 2800 unit, so it's I haven't done a lot of filming setting it up. It's just me trying to get my head around everything, but we'll do a bit of a full go over once I've got my head around it. I think hopefully they're going to leave it with me for a wee while. There's some guys around here that are keen to have a look at it as well. So we've got 400 kilos of sulfate of ammonia mixed in there. We're just going to go down and spray it on some clover and Italian ryegrass mix. So we'll see how it goes. I think they're doing a bit of filming as well, so there'll be some on their YouTube channel, Tow and Fert. But yeah, we'll come back with you soon, hopefully, when I've got an idea of how to work this thing. Right, so the Tow and Fert boys are gone, back down here at the lease block, and we're going to give this thing a crack. We've filled it up again, so it's got 500 kilos of sulfate and ammonia in it. Sulfate of ammonia, SOA. Open up the wings, and yeah, I think I've got my head around it. Pretty simple to work, pretty simple machine. Oh, I need to go to the other side. Got it all set pretty well using the same app on the phone as the last video, so Agribus Nav works pretty well. Yeah, works really well. Right, so we want to put spray boom on, that like that, tank return. Here's our weight, so 2,748 kilos in this tank. And this will do about 12 hectares. I just did some quick economics over lunch at home, but yeah, that'll be in a later video. We'll talk all about that economics, foliar fertilizer versus granular fertilizer. But one thing I want to say is, if anyone's got any questions that they want answered, chuck in the comments. If I don't know the answer, I'll hit up one of these guys. So they had an agronomist working, they've got an agronomist working for them, Tow and Fert. Yeah, so they're a pretty knowledgeable source of information. So, right, we'll get this thing going. This hydraulic pump circulating the liquid through the system. We just don't have the nozzles turned on yet. Of course, there's our app there running. I don't know if you can see that. It doesn't show up very well, does it? Anyway, running right in front of me. It's just a case of keeping myself on that line. Works pretty well. So once again, thanks to the guys at Tow and Fert for this demo. Yeah, and if any local guys want to come have a look at it, just hit us up, flick us an email. Email's in the description. So I'll put the Tow and Fert website down there as well. Yeah, pretty impressed with it at the moment, but yeah, pretty keen to see some results. I reckon foliar application will take 48 hours for the plants to actually absorb, as long as the stolons are open, the little parts of the leaf which absorb nutrients. As long as they're open, then yeah, should work pretty quick. So coming up to a dicky corner, beauty of this is we've got the remote here. We'll turn our tracking off on the GPS, press number 1, it'll turn the boom off, and then we go and do our loop. Make sure we don't miss any corners, and then I'll flick it around. And as we come back on our line, boom back on. There you go. So while I'm here going round and around, this app, it's just a free one. If you want to save any of your tracks, you need to buy a subscription to it. But for me, I just record or take a screenshot once I've done a paddock, and then you've got all that stuff there. You can upload that screenshot into Farm IQ or your farm management software or whatever. So yeah, one comment was in the last video was that yeah, they tried it, but then they had to buy a subscription after 7 days. So yeah, it's only if you want to save. Yeah, I haven't had any prompts to make me have to buy it. Turn that off, flick around. Get on our line here somewhere. Turn our track back on. Once we get close to our edge, turn our nozzle back on. There we go. And we're away again. So we're just finishing this paddock off. What are we, 7.5 hectares. So we're just filling in the last bit of green there. And then as we come to the end, we're just going to press the number 1 on the remote here. So that'll turn the nozzle off on the boom. There we go. Turn that off. Then I can flick our hydraulics off. Then I can press number 3 and that'll fold the booms in. And they'll sit on the cradle just there, on each side. Oh, that one, because I haven't been turning the corner. And yeah, we're ready to go to the next paddock. So we'll shoot over. I've got 1 hectare to do near Mike and Diane's house over here. And then new grass paddock over that we'll finish off the load down here at the lease block. So we're done the next load, so done down here at the lease block. The next load we're going to do again at home, but I might put some clover seed in with it and do some hill country, especially that paddock that we put the fence on, going up to the hill house. I want to do that, and maybe some other ones up the top there too. So we'll see how small seed goes through it, but pretty happy so far. Just got to used to shear that missed the shearing last time, so just had to grind up a cover comb because it's still winter. Take our other combs off the handpiece and get your phone.
Okay. That's what you're doing?
Just setting up the handpiece for shearing. So, cover comb, Heinegger cutter, set up the throw and the lead.
What is the throw? What is a lead?
So the throw is cutter going left to right.
Yep.
You want it not going over the edge of the comb, so as long as it's all centered, and the lead is the distance between the edge of the cutting tooth and the edge of the comb. So the edge of the cutter, edge of the comb on the cutting platform. So yeah.
I didn't know that.
Very specific. Yeah.
I found this in the yards. Where does that go?
No, it's a
It's out of a whisk or something, isn't it?
yeah, isn't it one of those things you put in the middle in the, like a shaker?
Yep. Cher's probably having like protein shakes or something.
Yeah. Get my slippers on and we can go.
They're not called slippers, are they?
Please? No.
Moccasins. Or you're not allowed to call them that these days.
I'm not playing that game.
No, it's not. Beautiful day. Sunshine, can't complain.
Got my helper here, laying a fleece out, one that was a wee bit damp. So 5 ewes all shorn. Lovely day out there. It's meant to be quite warm until the snow comes next week. So that's it for shearing here. I've got one more load of fert to do, so we'll jump in the tractor and go and do that. So we're going to use the smart stacker for this load rather than the fleet bag that you punch in the bottom of the bag, mainly because I'm only going to use half of this and then the rest I don't know when I'm going to use, so I don't want it really sitting on the ground with the fleet bag. It'll be fine, but we've got the smart stacker. Yeah, we're going to use it. So dump a ton in here. Now we can lift it over the Tow and Fert and put our 500 kilos in. that mixing away just with PDO on the tractor. So it'll be pretty well all mixed now. So also what we're going to throw in here is some molasses. So we're just doing a bit of a mix, bit of a trial. Essentially, you're going to see what it turns out like. So molasses is a carbon source. Clover, some leftover rocket fuel mix. So chicory, 3 types of clover, and then just some other white clover as well. So we'll throw it all in and see how it all mixes together. Should be all right. Seed's small enough to go through the filter.
That's very sticky and thick though.
Yeah, but it'll mix in there. Yeah. Yep. All going well.
Cool.
You can jump up this side and have a look.
Thank you.
There you go.
Sir. I hope that's our handle.
Change in colour.
Molassesy. Where did molasses come from?
Sugar cane.
Is it?
Yep.
What does it say on that label?
Blackstrap molasses.
Oh, blackstrap.
Yep.
Yeah.
So here we've got our chicory clovers. Throw that in as well.
This is just the adult version of mixing up special potions as a kid.
Like that. More clover seed.
Do you know molasses is high in iron?
Oh yeah?
Specifically easier to absorb for humans iron.
Alright.
Yeah.
You want some?
I've had it.
It doesn't taste great.
It's metallic-y kind of tasting. I used to have a spoon of it when I was pregnant.
Leave it there.
So high in iron. It is so high in iron.
Good old mix in there now. I'll put the lid back on.
Should you not be putting your hand in there?
Lift up. Oh, the agitator's right at the bottom, so.
Certainly not flat ground.
No. Right, it's pretty stable on the hill, really. Not too bad. They were saying yesterday it'll go, if you can take a tractor there, it'll go, like it'll follow, it won't tip over anything, so. Yeah, and some of the other ones you can get wheel spacer kits for them to make them wider.
To give them more stability.
Yeah. Or to follow the tram lines and crop paddocks.
Oh, it makes sense, yeah.
You're only running over the same as your tractor.
Huh.
Which this follows your tractor pretty well anyway, so these marks. Put the boom over the fence and spray some of the hill paddock as well.
It's funny to think, like, what's in there? It's just fertilizer, molasses, clover seed.
Yep.
Was there some grass seed in there?
No. No, they say you can't put grass seed through there.
Oh, that's right. Too big.
So this is cocksfoot. This paddock, we grazed it, carried a fair bit of feed into the winter here, and then grazed it with some beef cows. So this this can either be a calving paddock, so that's why we're putting some fert on here now to get it to boost away, or it can be using lambs can come into here once they've lambed, because it's quite exposed up here.
That's basically why we have cocksfoot in here, isn't it? Because it's quite a tough
hardy, handled dry,
type of grass.
Yeah.
You can tell how it's all clumpy is the sign of cocksfoot.
And I didn't graze it hugely with the cows. Like I wanted to leave a bit of cover here.
Town of Oxford down there, so you can see this hill from the township.
People will be able to see whether I missed any parts from the fertilizer.
Really well.
So finished another load. That'll be it for this one. So we'll wash it out, clean it up, park it up, and probably come back to it in another couple of weeks when things warm up a wee bit more. But first impressions, yeah, very impressed with it. Easy to use, easy to figure out. The versatility of it's pretty awesome. So the proof will be in the pudding when we actually see some results in the grass and the difference between granular fertilizer and the liquid stuff. So keep tuned in, stay tuned, that's what stay tuned, and we will keep you all updated about what we think of it, especially when the results come through. So catch you in the next video. Bye.